I think he was alone, I'm not sure.
No, between the container.
Roger.
Between the red and the blue container.
He killed you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Container.
yeah, I see.
What? Hello friends, how are you guys doing? All good, I hope. In today's video we're going to talk about what happened in the Tarkov world in these past weeks. Because I haven't covered the last week of January, sorry for that. And now that I'm back, we're going to take a look at some highlights from that week as well. Lot to talk about, so let's dive directly into it. Let me start with the devs announcing 100,000 followers on Facebook. 100k is a big number. It shows how much interest you guys have on this game, and it also shows the fact that you want to stay up to date with eventual EFT content. I wish I had 100k subs on YouTube. It's a very big number. Congrats to the devs for that. The next thing is the introduction of the EFT fiction book series, which will be available for everyone as soon as they are going to be translated. Right now, the first one available, called The Predator, written by Alexander Kontorovich. I don't know the guy, but he deserves at least a mentioning. It's only available in Russian. The Predator will be available in other languages somewhere at the end of March 2018. These stories will try to bring more light to the Tarkov situation and explain why it did all happen, how did it start, and more. Interesting stuff, right? Also want to briefly mention the EFT forum text RPG. The guys announced it last week on the 23rd of January and kept developing and publishing it, so now it's available. I cannot talk too much about it because I haven't invested time into it, and honestly I don't know what's about, but it's also worth mentioning, and if you have the time, go and check it out on the forum. The devs posted several articles about this matter. You can find them on their Facebook and also on the forum itself. Next thing from me, the screens with some new gear and attachments, the Trigicon SRS one-time scope, what looks like a 60 round or 100 round mag for 9mm weapons, IR illuminator or flashlight, a weapon grip, grenade launcher, a key mod rail for the MP5, handguard for the AK or SKS or maybe VSS or SVAL, AirSAS handguard, a new hunting / long range scope, and an AR custom handguard. Next, an interesting article written by 80 Level, which I quote, covers the trends and technology of gaming, end quote. I read it while I was preparing this video and must admit it's quite interesting. It talks about PSG struggles with networking and optimizations, about how CPU based this game is, lightning, weapons, and more. Describing all that in this video is not possible, so I recommend you guys to take some time or make some time and read it. We also have to talk about the newest patch recently added to the game. It contains more fixes and optimizations than new additions or changes. The one worth mentioning is the change / fix related to opening and closing doors. It works pretty better now, but it's still not perfect. Closing the door in certain situations, it's still very difficult. Have a look at this example provided by Martini. In real life, what you can do in this situation like this one is you can extend your left arm and pull the door and close it. Obviously we don't have that animation here, but still it can be improved, because trying to close the door in a situation like this one requires a lot of time and exposes you completely why you struggle to get that closed door option. Thank you Martini for that good example, man. Some other news related to the patch: the pistol position when you're close to some object has changed. Now instead of the pistol being raised, the arm draws back and gives you more space, a different approach on how to maneuver the handgun in CQC situations. Very nice and realistic feature. Apart from what I've showed you, there are some more interesting things I found out there. Gonna share them with you guys here, and with this news we're gonna wrap this video up. What I have for you guys is the scav time, which got reduced from 30 to 20 minutes, the IR scope discount, which honestly don't know if it's still up, you guys give it a check if you're interested in purchasing one, and last but not least, Interchange map being almost ready for internal testing. And let me stress this out, internal testing. That is it for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you patrons for supporting me, Philip and Caesar, CFX Squad, Dr. Bloom and Nico, and of course Joel. Also support guys so far, I really appreciate it. Also want to remind you patrons, don't forget to join our Discord and play some games together. And for you guys out there, remember that gaming can be an addiction, so try to keep it under control. And don't forget to spend time with your friends, families, kids, girls. This was Redseven with the weekly recap. Please sub if you want to stay up to date with my content. Redseven out. Peace.